Hi, this is Wallflower Tarot, and I'm gonna do a twin flame reading. I just want to give a disclaimer before I get started that everybody is not a twin flame. Every situation is not a twin flame relationship. Never give yourself permission to stay in a toxic relationship because you think they're your twin flame. A lot of readers will say, well, your twin flame, well, you'll know it's your twin flame because they won't ever be toxic. That is absolutely ridiculous. They are a human being and they can be toxic, and you can be toxic, and it can be an overall abusive situation. So do not stay in a situation because you think somebody is your twin flame. And you can absolutely find a loving and meaningful relationship with somebody that is not your twin flame. However, I will say that if that's the direction you're going to go, I would keep this person out of your life because you're always going to be drawn to this person and they're always going to be drawn to you. With that being said, this is going to be focused more towards the divine feminine. We're going to do your side, and then I'm going to read the masculine side, and then we're going to read the mutual energy, and then we'll go from there. So let's get started. I already pre-shuffled my cards, so I'm going to just shuffle a couple more times, and then we'll get started. Also, I want to say I don't read reversals. If it seems like the negative energy of the card to me, I'll just call that out, but I don't read them in reverse. So, all right. First card out is the Eight of Swords. So, the feminine, you are feeling stuck in your head about something. She looks like she's bound up against her will. I mean, it is kind of against her will, but actually she could get herself out of that easily if she wanted to, but she's not, she won't take the blindfold off and look around. So this is kind of like being imprisoned by your own conscience. And so you might be going over and over something in your head that, like you can't, it's not, nothing's going to be changed by continuing to play the situation over and over in your head. Queen of Wands. I think that you have such a potential to reach goals in life, and I think that you are a really beautiful person. I think that you have courage and tenacity, and I think that it is going to come into play in this situation. So the Queen of Cups, you could be, also I want to say you could be a fire sign, or you could be a water sign, or the other person could have those in their charts. But I think that you are trying to focus on yourself. I think you're trying to focus on self-love at the moment. I think whoever this masculine is, I think you do have a lot of love for them. However, I think something has you stuck in your head about the situation. I'm not going to go too far into that yet. Four of Wands. So this is my 1111 card. So this, I think you definitely think this person is your twin flame, and I think that this could be also, this is kind of like a weddings, parties, homecoming celebrations. This could be that you're married or they're married. I just want to put that, you could be married to your twin flame. This could be a situation where you guys are married. This person just could feel like home to you too. I will say that. The Nine of Swords. Yeah, I think you're losing sleep over something. I think you may be replaying things over and over in your head, replaying conversations. I noticed that she has her hands over her eyes and the pattern that is on her quilt. I think she's refusing to see the pattern here. So you could be refusing to see a pattern in a situation or a person. Yeah, got the Five of Swords. So somebody, you or them, could have been manipulative and played games, and maybe that's what you keep replaying over and over in your head. Maybe you just maybe you're just in disbelief of the situation, but I think this person definitely they definitely played mind games. I'm seeing mind games. Strength card. I think you're trying to have inner strength. This is Leo energy. You could be dealing with a Leo, or you could be a Leo or have it in your chart. I think you're trying to practice self-control in this situation. I think you are trying not to react. I think you're trying to just hold back, and you may be trying to see things for the way they are. The Magician. So yeah, the Magician card is Gemini energy, can be about manipulation. I mean, you have all the tools at your disposal to do whatever you need to do in life, is the meaning of the card. But this can also be, somebody could be doing spell work. You could be doing spell work. But just the fact that it's out with the Five of Swords, I'm going to take that as confirmation. The fact that it's out with the Five of Swords really just kind of looks like manipulation to me. And I think that, somebody was manipulative in this situation. The Fool card, Aries energy. I think there is a new beginning here, though, and I think that you're unsure about it, whatever this is, because you know he's going to step off of that cliff, but you don't have any way of knowing if it's 9 feet down, 11 feet down, a half a foot down. I feel like whatever this is kind of feels like a hurdle to you to get through, to have the new beginning. But one is coming. This could be a new relationship, or this just could be a new journey in life. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, there is a new beginning coming to you. Something is going to be offered to you. I don't know if it's going to be by this person or if it's going to be just something else, a new relationship. But something new is coming to you. A new opportunity is coming to you. Judgment. So, yeah, I think you're definitely feeling like you're at a crossroads. You're having an awakening about a situation. Maybe you're waking up. This is also Scorpio energy. Maybe you're awakening to who this person really is. Maybe you're seeing this person for who they really are, in the situation for really what it was. Two of Cups. So this being on top of the Four of Wands, I think somebody in the situation could be married. You could be, like I said, you could be married to this person and just but somebody here could definitely be married. But either way, I think you do feel like this person is your twin flame. I think you believe that you and this person belong together. With the King of Swords, I think you're being kind of cold right now. Maybe you cut this person off. Maybe you block this person. Maybe they block you. This is air energy. So I think you're trying to be logical in the situation. I think you're not trying to let your emotions lead. Like I said, with the Strength card, I think you're really holding yourself back. Maybe there's a certain way you want to react right now, but you're just not allowing yourself to do that. Eight of Cups. So yeah, I think a situation was walked away from here. I think there was a lot of love in the situation with the Eight of Cups, but like with his staff, I think somebody's going on their own journey. You may be just going on your own journey and you decided to walk away. Seven of Wands. So yeah, I think somebody did. There was the blocking in this situation. I think somebody finally took their power back, took control, and stood up for themselves in a situation. Maybe there was a lot of different opinions being given to you and that you didn't like, and you finally just had enough. But either way, you did it. Three of Cups. So this, yeah, I think this was a third party situation. I'm feeling third party right here. And I think also you could be wanting to reconcile with this person. or they could be wanting to reconcile with you. I'll get into that when I do the masculine reading, but I think that or a reconciliation could be coming towards you, which is what the Fool and the Ace of Pentacles could represent. The Emperor, more Aries energy. So there's could very likely be dealing with an Aries, or you're an Aries. But I think that you, like I said, the Emperor has control, and I think you taking back your control over your life. I think you are. The Emperor is an emotional person. They don't act on emotions. They're very measured, and they don't make sudden movements for anybody. So I think you're not allowing yourself to be shaken by this situation. Or you're not allowing yourself to look like you're being shaken by the situation. I think you could be shaken by the situation, but you're not allowing yourself to react and look like it. Six of Swords. So yeah, somebody definitely moved on from the situation. This person could also be a distance from you, or they could be traveling a distance to come towards you, or vice versa. But either way, there's distance here. It could just be emotional distance. Sun card, Leo energy. I think this person genuinely made you happy. This could be somebody that you've known since childhood, with the, because there's a child in the card, I think. Or you're going to be happy with moving on from this situation. Happiness is coming towards you. So we did get the Ace of Pentacles before, so I definitely think, something new is coming towards you either way. So you're going to have happiness either way. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like there's some small offer on the table. There could be an apology. There could be an apology from this person coming, or you're going to apologize to them. Three of Swords. You definitely are heartbroken though. And again, I'm seeing third party energy here. I think that this was kind of a devastating blow for you, whatever this was. Six of Pentacles. So this is about even give and take. And I think there was no even give and take in this situation. I think definitely third party situation. I definitely think this is a third party situation. And I think in this situation obviously they were giving attention to somebody else, and I feel like you probably felt slighted in some way. You could have felt left out in some way, and maybe could have come to the realization that this is just not what you wanted for yourself. Hermit card, Virgo energy. You could be dealing with a Virgo. You're definitely soul searching at the moment. I think you feel like the situation was just untenable, and I think you just want to find yourself at this point. I think you might be withdrawn a little bit. You may not be very social right now. You may be just taking time to figure out what you're going to do next in this situation. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're definitely trying to figure out what your next move is, and you're not in a hurry about this. I think I'm getting that you are somebody who maybe has had to heal from heartbreak before, and so you kind of know what the healing process is like, and I think you're not in a hurry to try to get over the situation. I think you're going to allow yourself to feel the emotions, and I will say, don't get stuck in this if the Hermit card, if it represents kind of like a depression or something like that, don't get stuck in this, because new is coming to you. You got the Sun card, you have the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Page of Pentacles. Something new is coming towards you. So let's do the masculine. Okay. Okay. First card out is the King of Cups. So I think there is love in the situation on the masculine side. I think that, and this could be a water sign, you could be a water sign. I think this person does have deep love for you. I think they don't, the King of Cups doesn't really wear his heart on his sleeve though. So they may have just not shown it to you, and maybe they don't know how to, but there's definitely love in the situation. At the Empress card, I think you know, I'm getting with this card, the Empress cards could be a Libra or a Taurus. I think this is like ultimate feminine energy. So like this person has everything. They are beautiful, they are loving, they are smart, they have they're abundant, they create. I think this person, let's see, I think this person feels like, I hate to say it like this, but I think this person may feel like they're just too good for you. I'm like, I don't know, but I'm just getting narcissist vibes, and I know nothing here says narcissist. Well, the Queen of Swords can be. This can be somebody who's very cold and calculated and just straight up, you know, you're not going to mess with me type of person. But also kind of in the negative energy, the Queen of Swords can be kind of a calloused individual. I don't know. That's just the energy I'm getting from the card. I think there's deep love in the situation, but I think this person is really self-interested. I'm just going to put it that way. Yeah, double card. Okay, so yes. I think this person may deal with mental illness. This person could be dealing with addiction. This could be Capricorn. You could be Capricorn, they could be a Capricorn, but this is definitely a card of toxic energy either way. And I'm going to tell you that I think that I'm not going to just go out and call this person. I don't know. I think I'm getting narcissist really, really bad. And I think this person just have problems. I think they have deep love for you, but I think they have problems. Just going to say that. Ace of Swords. So some clarity is coming in the situation. I don't know if they're going to clarify something to you, or you're going to clarify something to them, or maybe there's a conversation coming too. It could be. It may feel like it's coming out of nowhere. They're definitely do a lot of thinking about how they got here, about whether or not they want to put any more work in the situation, or if they're looking back over it too. They're not sitting there not thinking about this. I definitely feel like this is a breakup of some sort, and this very well could be third party, or this could be just somebody who is an avoidant, somebody who, I'm not going to get too deep into the avoidant thing, but avoidance will come in and love bomb you and tell you everything you want to hear, and as soon as you get close to them, they pull right back because it's just uncomfortable for them to feel these feelings. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. This person definitely is pulled back, is keeping to themselves. Cards close to the chest. I'm just going to say that. King of Wands. Okay. This person is definitely probably a really egocentric person, a very probably materialistic person. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. That little gecko or lizard or whatever that is at the bottom there, I definitely think that person, I hate to be mean, but I think that person may very well view you in that way. There's something here about big and small. There's some, like, this person may feel like, I don't know how to explain it. This just definitely some kind of egocentric or narcissism or something like that. Like, this person feels like they're just above you. It's weird. Like, there's a lot of love here, but they feel like they're above you. So the Death card, so something definitely has come to an end here, Scorpio energy. But endings, the Death card isn't always a bad thing. It's really about transformation. So something in this person is transforming, though, or they want to transform something. I noticed in the card it's kind of muddled by all this destruction, and in the back there's a sun. I feel like this person feels so far away. I'm hearing the way away from the sun by Three Doors Down, that song. I'm getting that this person could be listening to that song, or you could be listening to that song. Page of Wands. I think, oh, okay, this is very immature energy, immature communication. This person could just be an immature individual who is very distracted easily. This is the type of energy of like a younger kid. Like, they see a new shiny object and they go running towards it, and they could have maybe met somebody else and went running towards that. That could be the situation. Ten of Pentacles. So I think this person very money oriented. This person's very, I think, if notice the pentacles are up front and the family is in the back. I think this person cares way more about material possessions than I think they do anything else. Chariot card, Cancerian energy. This person could be traveling somewhere, or like I said before, they're at a distance from you. This person could be trying to heal something in them about balance. And the Lovers card. So I think this person probably definitely feels a soul connection with you. But if you notice in the card, the feminine, she's looking towards I'm going to call that God, looking towards that, and her fruit is coming on the tree and everything, and he's looking at her as his tree burns behind him. So I think this person definitely is, this person's feeling this. No matter what they do on the outside or what they show on the outside, this person's definitely feeling this. I think they're aware of their deficits at this point. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, this person is, like I said, money oriented. Or could be an earth sign. I think that's what this person's just main focus is in life. High Priestess. I think this person is highly intuitive, though. This could be Cancer, Capricorn energy. I think this person knows. I think this person knows. I think this person is becoming aware. Is what I think. I think although they are this egocentric person, materialistic maybe even, I think they're becoming aware of that at this point. Temperance. And they're seeking balance in themselves. I think they really, at this point, don't have the emotional bandwidth for this situation right now, and I think they know that, and I think they could have pulled back because they know they don't have the emotional bandwidth for the situation. So let's get the mutual. Let's do the mutual energy. It's definitely a deep situation. Okay, let's go. What's the mutual energy? Okay. Death card. I think you guys are both feeling the both feeling the separation. I think you both are kind of, I think this is just kind of over right now between the both of you. I think they're both feeling the end of the situation. The moon. Okay, so my cards are not in reverse and the moon is in reverse, so I'm going to keep it that way. Even though I don't read reversals, I feel like it's in reverse for a reason. There's definitely a disconnect in the situation. Some illusion was shattered with this. I think some illusion over who you are as a person. Maybe they had this illusion of who you were, and something showed them something else, or you had an illusion of them being somebody else, and this whatever happened shattered that. Somebody could be having nightmares, dreams. This is also Cancer, Pisces energy. And I have Scorpio here too. Some illusion was shattered either way. But somebody's got some secrets too, I think. I'm hearing secrets too. There's something that somebody has not told you, or you have not told them. Okay, that's weird. Page of Pentacles reverse. I'm gonna take that guess in reverse too. Somebody is feeling like an opportunity was stolen from them, or or something slipped through their fingers. Something was offered and it's like somebody just dropped the ball. That's what it looks like. Five of Pentacles. Yes, so this is definitely some sadness, some feeling left out in the cold. I think you're both feeling that. I really feel like in this situation, if it had gone on any longer, I think it just wouldn't have been good. I think whatever situation this was, one person, like I said with that Lover's card, I think one person's life is going one way and the other person's life is going a different direction at this time. And I think that's what this is. I think maybe this is just a situation where you're two different people and you're just not compatible. Ten of Pentacles. I think you're both kind of going to be focused on, or are focused on, the other person definitely material well focused. I think this also, the 10 of Pentacles also for me kind of means like maybe you've known this person for a really long time, maybe 10 years or more or something like that. And the Six of Swords. So I think there's some emotional distance but in this situation, or somebody lives at a distance. I think I said that before. Yeah. Or somebody could be traveling a distance or something like that. Or maybe you're just feeling like you both could feel like you're just going into calmer waters with this situation, moving away from it. Page of Wands. Yeah, there was definitely some immaturity in this situation. Maybe you both lacked communication in this situation. I'm hearing that lacking communication, or the communication was off. I feel like nobody, I feel like somebody or the other, one or the other was just not very straight up as an individual. Just and we have the Seven of Pentacles. So I think you're both kind of going back over the situation and it kind of having a feeling of how did we get here. Three of Cups. This feels like, yeah, this feels like a third party situation, probably, maybe. And I think you both may be wanting to reconcile in this situation. But I think that you're not going to. With the World card, I think you both are kind of seeing this as a cycle for what it is. And I think the cycle's coming to a close. And I think somebody here has learned their lesson too. They learned their lesson in this situation. The 8 of Wands. So yeah, there could be some kind of there could be some kind of communication. There could be an apology here, I will say. Not that somebody's going to reach out to the other one so that they can reconcile the situation. Maybe it's going to be like they want to apologize or explain themselves, or you want to apologize or explain yourself. 3 of Pentacles, so like collaboration. So maybe that is what it is. Maybe instead of like a reconciliation, this is just an acknowledgement on both of your parts about the situation. Queen of Swords. Yeah, somebody definitely stood up for themselves in this situation, though. I think somebody at this point has kind of guarded themselves, and they're like, okay, I want no more to do with this. 5 of Swords, manipulation, mind games. There definitely was some manipulation. I think I said that before. I think somebody in this situation definitely manipulated somebody and played mind games, and I definitely think that's the kind of regardless of the feelings that are involved, I think one party or the other definitely is kind of just in a space of immaturity. Yeah. Queen of Cups. I think in the situation, the advice too with the Queen of Cups is just that focus on yourself. I would definitely focus on yourself at this time. You can't change who somebody is. You can't change a situation. You can't control a situation. So, justice. So, I like that as being the outcome. There's going to be justice in the situation one way or the other. If somebody's feeling very hurt in this situation, I just want you to know that this isn't the most positive reading in the world, but there's going to be justice in the situation. You could also be dealing with a Libra. The scales always balance at the end of the day. I know it doesn't seem like that, but they do. And there will be justice in the situation. You will, there's going to be a new opportunity coming towards the feminine. And I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be a reconciliation. It could be. I don't think it's gonna be, though. I think that somebody new is gonna come into your life, or some new opportunity is gonna come into your life, and you're gonna flourish with this. So, okay, that's what I have for the twin flame reading. I'm sorry it was so negative, but that's just the direction that it went. I'm also going to be offering personals. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to work that. I think I'm going to take it through my email and just have somebody email me, and then I will have prices listed and we'll go from there. So thank you for watching.